Reggae Just Extra with Ras Dennis.
Really, really, really and truly, no second fiddle. Really, really, really and truly, first class, I deserve Pint.
Half Pint is one of the most famous, gracious, and conscious of the cadre of iconic reggae singers in the world. His songs have been covered by superstars such as the Rolling Stones and Sublime and, whether publicly or privately, and in most cases both, true reggae lovers have on many occasions, at home, in the dance hall, at a party, or wherever, found themselves trying to imitate the inimitable, soulful sound of Half Pint. Known for songs such as Greetings, Level the Vibes, Cost of Living, and Political Fiction. According to Half Pint, music was a way to escape the political atmosphere in Jamaica, and everything that was compiled in him from the 60s until the time he got the chance to go into the studio. All of those views and thoughts came out. This is the untold story of Lyndon Roberts aka Half Pint with Ras Dennis. Half Pint was born Lyndon Andrew Roberts on November 11, 1961. However, he was given the name Half Pint by a neighbor in his childhood community. He is a product of the West Kingston enclave of Rose Lane, a community in adjacent proximity to Trench Town which has produced the likes of Bob Marley, Dennis Brown, Peter Tosh, Lee Scratch Perry, Toots Hibbert, and a host of other international reggae superstars. Half Pint began singing in the school choir at All Saints Primary School. Upon completion of his secondary education in 1976, he made a head-on thrust into Jamaica's music industry, although his mother supported him to be a singer but not as a Rastafarian. During an interview with Stephen Cooper of Reggae Vibes, Half Pint said, "She was like, you are a fortunate youth. She never knocked it all together. She still gave me that encouragement. She would make me feel like she was encouraging me still." Having toured the island with various sound systems including Black Scorpio, Jammies, Gemini, Lee's Unlimited and Kilimanjaro, earning respect along the way as a talented vocalist and performer. He was sought by and subsequently worked with top producers such as Prince Jammy, the Rhythm Twins, Sly and Robbie, George Fang and Bobby Digital Dixon to name a few. He also lent his vocal talent to local peers like Garnett Silk and Tony Rebel, among others. His career began to take shape in 1983 when his smash hit single Winsome topped the charts in Jamaica. The next couple of years were to be the foundation years for Half Pint. His recordings took a more socially themed turn with the release of Mr. Landlord and Milky Highway over the next year, as well as Cost of Living and Political Fiction in 1985. That year is significant for Pint as he started growing his locks after embracing the Rastafarian faith. Again, his mother was furry about this decision. Half Pint said, "She looked at me like, and she said, 'What are you gonna tell your children's teacher? What are you gonna tell the teachers them about why you become a Rastafarian? And the teachers are gonna be taking your children away from you, then.' And she was looking at me like, 'Oh, your father is a Rasta,' and I wasn't even thinking about it like that. I was just seeing it like, I'm gonna live my life, I'm gonna walk my walk, and talk my talk." My grandmother, when she catch up on me, she wasn't really surprised. But I could see that she was looking at me deeply one day, and she said, "You really meant it, you know what you're doing." Her attitude was like that to me. She never shunned me or snubbed me. After which Half Pint penned his most popular song, Greetings, while on tour in the United Kingdom. I was in London, and I saw the corruption and weirdness. There was also a mini-recession on the rise, and Jamaica was going through it somewhat, and that is how Greetings came about and another song called The Living is Hard, he said. During this time 3 albums were released, Moneyman Skank, Half Pint in Fine Style, and One in a Million, that included hit singles like Political Fiction, Mr. Landlord, Moneyman Skank, and Sally. By the end of 1985, Half Pint had firmly implanted himself in the minds of reggae lovers throughout Jamaica, England, and the United States. His very strong lyrics, with their direct appeal to the vast majority of Jamaican ghetto youths, had identified him as an artiste for the people whose works were destined to last a long time. The year 1986 brought about significant personal achievements for Half Pint, particularly on the international scene. In that year, Half Pint had his biggest hit single to date, a song entitled Greetings to All Ragamuffins, which brought about what one might call the ragamuffin craze worldwide among reggae music lovers. In the latter half of 1986, Half Pint was featured in the Taxi Connection tour of the United States and Europe, with Yellowman, Ine Kamoze, and Sly and Robbie and the Taxi Gang, who provided the rhythm section for the hit Greetings. This tour played some 30 dates in the United States and visited a couple of European countries. In late 1986, Half Pint received very good news that his composition Winsome was to be recorded by the world-famous rock group Rolling Stones. The song was retitled Too Rude and released on the Rolling Stones' 1987 album Dirty Works for CBS Records. At the end of 1986, Half Pint was to be voted top male vocalist for that year in Jamaica. In 1987, Half Pint scored another #1 hit single in the form of Level the Vibes, which was included on his album released entitled Victory, distributed worldwide by RAS Records. 1988 brought even more new things for Half Pint. He recorded a duet with the popular Japanese group Sandy and the Sunsets, which is included on the group's album released on the Toshiba EMI label. Half Pint exposure to the big screen has come with the movies The Mighty Quinn, 1989, Substitute 2, 1998, and Mookie, 1999, all original motion picture soundtracks. Appearances on major music television channels like MTV has farther helped to encrypt the respect he enjoys from industry personnel and fans alike, solidifying his reputation as one of reggae's few living legends. Despite being noticeably absent from the recording studios for most of this decade, Half Pint enjoyed relative success on Legal We Legal, his first studio album within a 10-year period. This was followed by a 15-city U.S. tour with Anthony B. As a man recognized the world over for his positive contribution to the upliftment of mankind through reggae music, Pint was presented with the key to the city of Lauderdale Lakes by the mayor of the Florida suburb in 2000. That's all we got for you in this episode. Thanks for watching, and do remember to subscribe, give it a like, and post a positive comment in the comment section below, and I'll see you again very soon for another crucial video.
Many thanks for watching Reggae Just Extra with Ras Dennis.